Hi, in this video we're solving 20 problems in 20 minutes all about equations. Write the word sentence as an equation. The product of a number n and 8 is 16. Product means multiply, so that means we need to do 8 times n equals 16. Next, tell whether y equals 13 is a solution of y minus 9 equals 3. So to see if it's a solution, instead of y, I need to put 13. So 13 minus 9, does that equal 3? Question mark. No, 13 minus 9 is 4, so that is not a solution. Moving on. Solve the problem x plus 10 equals 11. So to solve one-step equations like this, I use inverse operation. So plus 10, so minus 10. That goes away. 11 minus 10 is 1, so I have x equals 1. To check my work, I can do 1 plus 10 equals 11. Does that work out? Plug the 1 in for x. Yes, it does. 11 equals 11. Check. Moving on. Solve. 3b equals 18. 3b means 3 times b. So to do my inverse operations here, I'm going to divide by 3. Divide by 3. That goes away, so I get b equals 6. To check my work, I put in the 6 instead of the b, so I do 3 times 6 equals 18. Does that work out? Does 18 equal 18? Yes, it does. Check. That means this is the correct solution. Number 5, v equals 68t, represents the number of views that video gets after t hours. Identify the independent and dependent variables. So remember, independent variable, they can change by themselves, change freely. Dependent variables depend on the independent variables. So in this one, t is independent because however many hours goes by determines the number of views. Views does not determine hours, but hours does determine views. So time is changing freely, and the number of views changes in response to the time changing. So t is independent, time, v is dependent. Number 6, use a graph to show the relationship between time and distance traveled. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use the information on the table to make ordered pairs that I'm going to graph. So I'm going to look at it this way. So I have the relationship between time and distance, right? So time, distance. So that's going to give me the ordered pair 2, 62. So I'm going to put that on the graph. Over 2 of 62 is there. And then the other one is 6, 186. So 6, 186 is my second ordered pair, which would go here. And now I just draw my line, and boom, that's my graph. Moving on, number 7. Your friend has X blueberries. You have 19 blueberries. You and your friend have a total of 48 blueberries. Which equation can you use to find X? Okay, so the word here is total. That tells us what I need to. So the word total tells me that I'm adding. So your friend has X. I have 19. And we're trying to find the total, which is going to be adding. Then it tells us that when we add, we get 48. So we're going to be looking for some equation where I put the two numbers together, x and 19, and it makes 48. So that's this one here. Number 8, solve p minus 4 equals 9. Again, inverse operations is what I need. So we got the minus 4 with the p, so we need to do plus 4. That goes away, so we have p equals 13. To check our work, 13 minus 4, does that equal 9? Question mark? Yeah, it does. 9 equals 9. Check. So that means that's the solution. Number 9. Some people get freaked out about these because they have fractions, but you don't have to freak out. Watch how to do it. So 3k over 6 equals 9. All you have to do is take the exact same fraction, flip it upside down, and multiply. So these cancel out. They go away. Only k is left. 9 times 6 is 54. And then 1 times 3 is 3. 54 divided by 3 is 18. So k equals 18. Check it. 3 times 18 divided by 6 equals 9. Again, 3 times 18 is 54, so we have 54 over 6. And does 54 divided by 6 equal 9? Yes, it does. Check. That means k equals 18 is the solution. Tell whether 1243 is the solution of y equals 3x plus 7. Every ordered pair has an x and a y number. So all I have to do is take the x and y number and put them into the equation. So 43 equals 3 times 12 plus 7. So I have my y number and my x number there. Okay, let's work it out and see if it works. 43 equals 36 plus 7. Is 36 plus 7 equal to 43? Question mark. Yes, it is. So that means that 1243 is a solution because I put it into the equation and it worked out. Number 11. You have $13.50. Oh, sorry. You have $13 and earn 50 cents for each cup of orange juice that you sell. Write an equation that represents the total amount A in dollars that you have after selling J cups of orange juice. So it tells me that I'm supposed to make an equation that represents this total amount, so I know right away that that A is going to be by itself. A equals something because that's total. It tells me that I start with $13 and that I earn. The word earn is like adding. I'm getting more money, 50 cents, so 0.5. For every cup of orange juice. And it tells me over here that the orange juice is J. So I get 50 cents for every cup of orange juice. So that's going to be the total equals what I started with, 13, plus 50 cents per cup of orange juice. So that's 0.5 times J for all the orange juice. That's the equation. Number 12, the equation V equals 81t represents the number of views for a video after t hours. Identify the independent and dependent variables. This is exactly like the equation that we had earlier in this video, so let's not waste any time on it. T is going to be our independent variable because it's time, so T is independent. And V is going to be our dependent variable because the number of views depends on the time that goes by. Number 13. Write the word sentence as an equation. 6 more than 1/5 of a number p is equal to a number k. Okay, let's look for the keywords here. So we have the 6, so I'll write on the 6. More than, that means plus. 1/5 is a fraction, so 1/5. So it says 6 more than 1/5, 6 plus 1/5 of a number p. So the word of, whenever you're dealing with fractions, it always means multiply. Of a number p, so 1/5 times p is equal to, so that's equals a number k. So k, boom, there's my equation. Moving on. You can perform 4 push-ups in 24 seconds. Write an equation that represents the relationship between time, x, and the number of push-ups, y. An equation is y equals blank. Graph the equation. At this rate, how many push-ups can you perform in 2 minutes? All right, this was kind of a doozy, so let's go for it. If you can do 4 push-ups in 24 seconds, that is 4 push-ups over 24, so that's push-ups per second. And if we simplify that fraction, that would mean that you could do 1 push-up in 6 seconds. So if I was going to make an equation out of this, I would say y equals 1 over 6x. That means 1 push-up for 6 seconds, and then x is the amount of time that goes by, right? Between x and the number of push-ups y. So let's graph the equation. So down at the bottom, I have my x-axis, which is time, right? It tells me that time is x up here. Time is x. And push-ups is y. So these are my push-ups on the y-axis. So we know that here, the 6 is seconds. So when 6 seconds go by, I do 1 push-up. So 6 seconds is 1 push-up. 12 seconds is 2 push-ups. And 18 seconds is 3 push-ups, and on like that. So now I can graph this. Boop. Oh, that line didn't work. Hold on. That one's a little bit better. So there's my line. At this rate, how many push-ups can I perform in 2 minutes? Well, if I do one push-up in 6 seconds, that means if I multiply that by 10, I'll get the number of push-ups that I do in 1 minute, or 60 seconds. So that's 10 push-ups in 60 seconds. So that would be 20 push-ups in 2 minutes. Number 15. Write 7 times the number s is 84 as an equation. All right, keywords again. So 7 times is multiply a number s, so s is, that's equals 84. So 7s equals 84. Boom. Solve 15 equals 7 plus b. All right, inverse operations again. So 7 is being added with b, so I'm going to subtract. Subtract, subtract, so that's 8 equals b. Check my work. 15 equals 7 plus 8. Is that true? Yes, it is. So this is the correct solution. V minus 6 equals 16. So I have a subtraction this time, so I'm going to add 6. So V would equal 22. Now, does that work when I check it out? 22 minus 6 equals 16. Is that true? Yes, it is. 22 minus 6 does equal 16. So this is the correct solution. Number 18. 5x equals 70. Again, inverse operations. 5x means 5 times x. So I divide here to figure this one out. So that goes away, and I have x equals 14. Check my work. 5 times 14. Let's see if that makes 70. Does it? Does 5 times 14 make 70? Yes, it does. So I have 70 on the left, 70 on the right. Check. That means this is the correct solution. Almost done. Number 19. The area of the rectangle is 27 square feet. Choose the equation that you can use to find the value of x. So it tells me that the area here is 27 square feet, and I know the area is equal to length times width for a rectangle. So I know that my area is 27, and it tells me that my length is x. I don't know what the length is, but we can see that the width there is 3. So it's 27 equals x times 3. Where is that over here? Oh, look, 3x equals 27. This one. Those are the same thing. So I could use that equation to solve for the length. It doesn't tell me to do that, though. So I'm moving on. Last problem. Tell whether 327 is a solution of y equals 9x. Okay, well, let's plug it in. Remember, this one is the x, this one is the y. So let's plug them in. So the 27 is the y, so 27 equals 9 times the 3 is the x. Is 27 equal to 9 times 3? Yes, it is. So that means that 327 is a solution. All right, y'all, that's it. Tune in next time for more math.